Okay, so I guess I'm gonna hop on this train too and just kind of share my experience with TikTok and how I feel about it going away. I never would have ever imagined that I would share my life on social media, like aside from like my close family and friends, ever, or that anyone would have any interest in watching it. And granted, my life has changed drastically in the last couple of years. But anyway, let's just get right into it. So I found out that me and my husband had spontaneously conceived triplets in 2022. Crew was 2.5. We wanted one more baby. We decided when we got married, two babies, two and done. And I was in nursing school, furthering my nursing career, and we decided now's the time. Let's go on and get pregnant. I don't want them to be too far apart. So we got pregnant, and then I found out we had conceived triplets. So I just want to point out too that multiples do not run in my family. My husband was adopted, and he does have some sets of twins on his actual like birth side that he's since found out. But um, anyway, a lot of his family history we didn't know for a long time. So this was a complete shock to us. We didn't use fertility treatments, nothing. So laying in that ultrasound room and finding out we were having triplets was the most like thrilling but also scariest moment of my life. I mean, I think the biggest thing that was scary to us was finances because kids are expensive. I was about to graduate from nursing school and I was excited to continue to be a nurse, and I was fearful that I wasn't going to be able to work anymore. Like, how are we going to afford all of this? And also, how are we going to do this? Like, having a kid is hard. Having crew completely flipped my world upside down. So the thought of having more at the same time, it was scary enough the thought of going from one to two, let alone one to four. And I can tell you right now that do a quick Google search of triplets, and see how much like research and information you can find on it because it's very limited. Now you're probably thinking, I see moms of triplets all over this app anymore. And yes, moms of multiples are becoming more and more common due to fertility treatments. However, spontaneous triplets are extremely rare. Not that that really matters, but just to say that, like, there's not a lot of research. I needed support from real people and I needed someone to show me that this would work out. And even the pregnancy was terrifying. Like the doctors and the other moms in the multiple group that I was in were talking about, all of the risk associated with multiple birth, and especially having an identical pair and them sharing a placenta and the twin to twin transfusion syndrome. And then the, high risk pregnancy doctors suggesting that you reduce your pregnancy and like just scared to death. I can tell you that TikTok is the app that gave me the most information about triplets, triplet pregnancies, what to expect, and most of all, it gave me the most hope that I could do it. So I kind of wanted to start posting to share my rare pregnancy, to share that with any other mom who just found out they're pregnant with triplets, what to expect, what these appointments look like, what your body's going to look like, give a little bit of hope. But also, I just wanted to be an outlet available to other moms like I needed and I couldn't find anywhere. I wanted to share tips and tricks and how to survive and how to feed them and the best strollers and the best high chairs, and to also just show them that like life goes on and life actually is pretty beautiful even with all of these kids. Even though it is stressful and even though we struggle from time to time, we are blessed beyond measure. My husband has always said we won the lottery when we got pregnant with triplets, and honestly we did. Like all of the things that had to align in order for us to have identical girls and another boy, it's just crazy when you really think about it. And my husband always says, God laughs at our plans, and it's just so funny. I would never have picked this life, but I'm so grateful for it now. I've graduated nursing school. I'm working full time as a registered nurse. I have a good support system. My husband is wonderful with the kids. My kids have adapted so well. Um, and we're grateful. So anyway, I just wanted to share a little bit of my story and why I choose to post. And honestly, it's just really turned into a little hobby and just like an outlet for me. That was another thing too, is I just felt so buried and consumed in motherhood all of the time that it's like, what about me? What is this? What am I doing for me? And like the filming and the editing and the creative outlet of putting together these videos every day was something that I found actually really fun. So it kind of turned into a little hobby. And if it wasn't fun, there's no way I would still be doing it because it's a lot of work. Um, but I enjoy it. The payback is just wonderful. So thank you for being here and thank you for supporting my family. We are on other platforms, Instagram, YouTube. The links are in my bio. I hope that you decide to continue to follow us there.